Adada, adada, uni, adada. Jabu, jabu, uni, jabu. Ida, ida, uni, ida. Sika, sika, uni, sika. The nail tip, the nail tip, the nina. The nail tip, the nail tip, the nina.
Because we are a distinct people. This was our land, this is our land, it is our land to walk on. And it's ours to care for. The best ownership of land is stewardship. And we are all challenged to do that. That's our responsibility for being here.
Chikanik yadi klukko. Thank you for everything.
In this area, language and landscape intersect in such a way that they form identity. So by understanding the Dena'ina concept of the landscape, I gain insight to a place I care deeply about.
Everyone needs a sense of a place to belong to, and we belong here. Originally our name was Katanutana, people of the Kenai. Kenaitsi was the name given to the people the Russians found that were definitely of Dena'ina descent living on the Kenai Peninsula. In the Cook Inlet drainage, there's Dena'ina. In the Dena'ina, there's 5 dialects and any number of villages and tribes. And we belong here on the mouth of the Kenai and Katanutana, people of the Kenai.
In the Dena'ina culture anyway, you're taught when you wake up in the morning, you're thankful for the world. You're thankful for the earth, the wind, the sun, the seasons, and you take care of the world. And that's in this old world today is what we need. We need to look at our earth and be thankful, and we won't be so quick to destroy it.
When we were growing up, we learned, not to waste. We learned to take care of the land. Those were very important things to us when we were growing up. And never take what you don't need from the land. And we shared what we had with everyone else. That was a value that my father taught us.
The entire tribe is about looking after one another, and when you find yourself feeling weak or lost or uninspired, all I have to do is remember where my roots are.
Being able to define myself as Dena'ina, as a Kenaitsi tribal member, is it's my choice. The more I learn, the more I see of and hear about how my ancestors lived, the stronger that identification with them goes.
I absolutely believe beyond a doubt that my ancestors speak and help me.
They asked, how long had the Kenaitski been here? I said, well, my ancestors were here when the salt water hit.
1,000 years ago, the Russian River was the center for the trade routes and a center for exchange of information and resources.
I'm part of that group that's learning our old ways and customs and traditions.
Just plain and simply, they looked at us and said, yes, you have something. You have something that needs to be taught, it needs to be nurtured, it needs to be preserved. And so it helps us in our believing. Because living who you are is not always easy,
Back when I grew up, it wasn't nice to be an Indian, It was bad, So, and I was fortunate because I didn't show the Indian blood, so people didn't discriminate against me as much as the other people.
It wasn't until the 1930s that The scientific community, by that I mean anthropologists, archaeologists, recognized that there was a group of Athabascans that had a seacoast adaptation in Alaska.
One of the oldest sites on the peninsula, maybe the oldest site on the peninsula, is in this area. It speaks of a type of tool, microblades and cores, that were used. So 6,000 BC, you could envision someone sitting up there making these special kind of tools, looking down at the river. Probably not a lot different than the view we see today, minus the highway.
The best thing that we tell the people is that we're still here.
Hey, okay.